Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks with Ungainly Titan. We're on Caen. Standard battle, though this is an older game, it's from the summer. I'm in the Tiger 2, and it is very much a Tiger, a Tier 8 battle. The Tiger 2 is a Tier 8. Very much a Tier 8 battle on both sides. The vast majority of both sides' tanks are Tier 8 tanks. The enemy actually has only got one proper Tier 9, the Woozy 120 medium tank. The other one is the other Tier 8 the enemy has is an artillery, an M53-55. So we're on the east-west spawn in Caen rather than the north-south, and I'm heading up into the northern edge of the map. It's I think it's an important area of the map, and I have a tendency to go there sometimes. But it is risky because sometimes you don't get any support up there. You're on your own, and if you're on your own, you kind of have to play it very defensively. But if the enemy relies, or if there's no support to the south, then the obvious thing for the enemy to do is just rush past the ridge and just push down into the low ground, so the tanks to the south can't actually directly support you. So it is it can be a very difficult area to have success in. There is at the moment one other heavy tank up here with me, so I'm not completely alone, and therefore we do have a chance of holding this location. We do have some tanks in the centre, but we don't have a whole lot. If they get up onto the high ground, they can probably provide some mutual support, but if the enemy gain around C5, C6 with any strength, then this position up here becomes completely untenable. And the other tank with me here is a Tiger 2 as well, and we're both very close together, and I thought that's a very juicy artillery target if we happen to get spotted. So I want to open up some distance between myself and the other Tiger 2. I don't want to give artillery very juicy targets, and I'm urging him to stop until we get some support down to the south of us, or at least have some idea of the enemy dispositions. My inclination is actually to possibly head south towards the stronger enemy positions. Now there is seem to be a lot of enemy tanks to the south, but I know Ho has appeared here in the middle, and we're getting some damage in, and he's been engaged directly by some of our tanks. Got some more damage in, but we didn't track the Yo-Ho, and he's tracked now. He's got one shot kill, so I might not. He doesn't last long enough for me to get another shot off. There's the Woozy, the Tier 9. The other guys pushed forward, he hasn't spotted anybody, and our guys are now heading on to the western side of that central ridge line, and they're not spotting any enemy tanks. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't enemy tanks back there or shooting at them, but they don't seem to be spotted by the two tanks in the centre to the south of me, and I'm not picking up anything indicating that I'm being spotted. So it might be time to push down into the low ground. The thing about it is, once you push into the low ground, you're pretty much committed. There's no coming back up because there are very few exits on this side of the ridgeline, and there's no cover for quite a distance. However, there's the Woozy, and he's playing with the tanks further south, so I feel rather brave and come down to engage him. I am getting supported by the other Tiger 2. He's with me, and I bounced that shot. He goes in up here to the high ground, changes his mind. I don't think he was planning on staying up, and I get around, get a shot in, and I'm going for the ram here. I want to sort of disable him, get his tracks so that he can't do rings around me. But then I mess it up by being too close and putting that one into the gun mantlet. So I take more damage than I needed to have taken. And at the time that I take the last shot there, the enemy actually loses a number of tanks. They actually finish up losing about 4 tanks, which suddenly dramatically changes the situation of the game, because now we close enough outnumber them by a considerable margin. So the game is very strongly in our favour. Now there's a Tiger 2 up here. He may have friends or support, but there's nothing visible at the moment. He's around the back of that building. So I'm going to come up here, and I have 2 heavy tanks supporting me, so it shouldn't be too bad. And it's question too at this stage of getting some damage done, because if you don't push, things could change very quickly and I might not have many tanks to shoot at. Now there's a second tank there, so I don't follow the Tiger 2 out any further. I get a tracking shot in and I do take some return fire, but I want to see if I can get a second tracking shot. Now the Tiger had an opportunity there to pull back. His tracks were repaired before I got the shot off, but he didn't take it. He was too busy just lining up his shot. And again, he had an opportunity there. He's actually repairing his tracks faster than I can track him, but he wasn't taking advantage of the repair opportunity, and he's gotten taken out between myself and the other tanks. Now there's a charioteer around here, but by the time I get clear of the dead Tiger's gun turret, the fatherland has him finished off, and now we have a shot at the Emil, and I'm trying to thread it in there just between the enemy's tracks and the hull to sort of track the enemy again, but or damage the suspension so it's immobilized. That's not the suspension, the transmission, so it's immobilized. But I didn't succeed, and artillery took him out, and there's only enemy artillery remaining. We've spotted one. There's the Lorraine, and he's taking the pot shot at me on the move. He's missed, but I hit, and I'm waiting for the reload, and he is trying for the high ground there to get past. But he rams the other Tiger 2, and I turn, and oh my god, this was a real shock, because I did not expect the enemy artillery to be directly facing me like that, and he hit me on the move. I wasn't quite dead. There was enough left, or at least it was quickly enough when he rammed into me, or I rammed into him. I'm not too sure. We both rammed into each other, that we got a mutual kill there. And a kamikaze, because he's a tier higher. So that also nets us a first class mastery. We did over 3,000 damage, 2 kills. We came number 1 by experience in our team. Team did pretty well on scores, but the top players in the enemy team actually did pretty well as well. In fact, the highest damage was done by a player on the enemy team. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a share, a like and a comment. If you've not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.